Right, let me um, preface, 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 whatever you want to call it, what I'm doing here. I got a chat on Twitter. I'm not fucking calling it X, yeah, whatever. From some account. I don't know if it's an actual person or a bot, or if it's one of those catfishing things, or what. But here, just watch and read. I don't know what else to say other than start off by watch and read. Right, okay. That. I could take that as ghosting if it's an actual person. If it's someone promoting some website, I can take it as spam. Or in the worst case scenario, I can take it as phishing. So, all three of those options I can think of just don't fucking appeal to me. Now, on the best side of things, what I can think of for the best side of things is that's an actual person who's actually got some sort of actual process for filtering out people who just aren't compatible. But if that were the absolute truth of the matter, don't you think that person would have actually replied to one of those last two messages that I sent? So, given how long it's been, I'm more apt to think it's one of the three previous things I mentioned. Uh, in context, it's up in the air as to what actually is going on the other side of that conversation. And yeah, I actually do have some things that I would use as a litmus test of sorts to filter out, well, scammers, spammers, fishers, catfishers, um, just in general, morons that'll waste my time. I've got a fucking inbox full of that shit. Well, technically, it's a spam folder in my thingy, my email that's full of that shit. So, seeing it on Twitter is just nothing new. I mean, even YouTube, fucking Google and Alphabet allowed that shit on YouTube. Even fucking Microsoft allowed that shit on Xbox. Where they would just spam fucking links to fucking phishing and porn sites and all sorts of dumb shit. So anyway, yeah, this thing says tired of dating apps. So open the link up in another tab. And there's 3 pictures. And they're suggestive. Along with the text that goes with them. And there's a fucking link. Yeah, check this out. That link, I'll just open it up in a new tab. And it goes here. Yeah. Getmylinks.to. Yeah, that, there's a few possibilities there. Most of which, to me, seem suspicious. So anyway, I'm not posting this to say, oh yeah, go and harass this profile or whatever. I'm just saying this is a thing that happened. And I have very little real context and information to go on. And what is there seems suspicious. On a side note, look back to when what's his name fucking took over Twitter. And then all of a sudden, another one of those spikes in, well, scammers, spammers, fishers, and all sorts of greedy pieces of shit started up again. And then the infamous, oh, we're gonna get your verification as something you have to pay for, instead of actually verifying that you're a real fucking living being using the site. And then that shit just went out of control even more. What I'm pointing to here is this particular one is not obvious. The obvious one I've already reported and blocked. Because, first of all, it was giving login information to some sort of account on some website, and the message said, oh, take care of our kids. First of all, I don't have kids. I don't. So that kind of bullshit is obvious to me. I don't need to even go with the second of all, because the first of all was just far too obvious. Kind of like how certain telephone marketers would have someone from India call you and say, we're calling about your car's warranty. Well, for me, I don't have a fucking car. So I would always tell them, I don't have a car. I just use my sex drive to get around. And after I told them that once, they stopped calling. They haven't called back since. Well, I'm at a loss for words, so I'm going to end this right here, right now.